So guys, report says US military has been dispatched to Nigeria. Like you can see it here by Reuters. It says US military says some forces have been dispatched to Nigeria. You can also see that Premium Times has confirmed it. It says insecurity US military confirms deployment of small team to Nigeria. So the United States military is on ground in Nigeria. So guys, with the level of insecurity going on in the country, the US is not backing down. I mean, the US is not backing down. Also, there are speculations that Donald Trump has vowed that under him that Nigeria will never be Islamized, and that is really a welcome development, because the whole goal of what you are seeing happening in Nigeria today is to Islamize the country. It's just to Islamize the country. That's why you see many of the northern elites are not speaking up. I mean, people are silent, because when this is achieved, for them, it's a plus. You know, Allah is going to reward them. And that is why many people cannot speak. I mean, many people cannot come out to condemn the level of buying of people, killing of people all over the places in Nigeria. Now, let me read out what this website, Reuters, said. U.S. military says some forces have been dispatched to Nigeria, and it reads further. The U.S. has sent a small team of troops to Nigeria, the general in charge of the U.S. Commander for Africa said on Tuesday, the first acknowledgement of U.S. forces on the ground since Washington struck by air on Christmas Day. President Donald Trump ordered airstrike on what he described as Islamic State targets in Nigeria in December, and said there could be more U.S. military action here. So Trump actually struck, and he promised that there will be more to that, and that is what we are seeing. This is the first time the U.S. is sending its ground troops to Nigeria. I mean, these people are currently in Nigeria, and like you can see that Premium Times has confirmed it. So guys, Trump is actually sending a strong warning to the Nigerian government that even though you went to Turkey, even though you went to, you went to Saudi Arabia, if you are planning to go to Pakistan, Donald Trump is trying to send a very strong signal to Tinubu that we have already taken charge of, Nigeria to address the insecurity ravaging the country. I think that is just the signal Donald Trump is sending to the Tinubu's government, that we were first on ground and we are going to eradicate terrorists. So guys, for the US to send its troops physically, on ground, it means that Donald Trump is not backing down. Most people know how Donald Trump operates. He doesn't tell people what he wants to do. You might hear that he strikes Nigeria again tomorrow. He does not give signal before he goes, and this is really a welcome development considering what happened in Niger. I don't know if you have seen the video where the terrorists attacked the Nigerian army base. They shot, as in they killed so many soldiers. Look at Niger that is just here. They entered their camp. They dealt with them. That's to tell you how seriously these people are. So guys, let me quickly show you how some Nigerians have reacted to this headline. Like you can see, this headline is also captured here, saying the US has sent troops to Nigeria to fight ISIS. US officials confirmed that a military team has been sent to Nigeria, marking the first official acknowledgement of American forces on ground since the US carried out airstrikes against ISIS in December. Also, Arise TV captured the same headline here. Like you can see, it says US military says a small team of troops have been sent to Nigeria to assist in counter-terrorism effort. Now, let me show you how some Nigerians have reacted to this. Like this person here said, as much as Nigeria want to complain about Americans being imperialist and will come to take our oil, we tend to forget that our own armed forces are ill-equipped to handle insecurity in Nigeria. We shouldn't be ignorant if we need help from other superior countries. And this other person also reacted, saying, don't talk to anyone in government today, just burn it all. They are enabling terrorists in Nigeria. This person is saying America shouldn't even collaborate with the Nigerian military. They should just go ahead to fight the terrorists. And this person here said, as much as I'm against the idea of foreign countries invading the territorial sovereignty of another to operate, this particular one is a welcome development. Boko Haram, ISIS, and bandits have caused so much damage to Nigeria in general, and the North in particular. And this other person here said, later people will be blaming the US for their goodwill. Will China ever do this? Will China ever do something like this? Like Chinese government deploying their soldiers to come fight with Nigeria? I beg, US they try, even if they are not 100%. Kill them all, we will pay with our oil if you want. This person saying the US should help fight terrorism, even if it will cost Nigeria its oil, that it's not a problem. And this person said, looks like Fulani terrorists are here to stay in Nigeria. The US have been misguided to think ISIS, ISWAP are the ones that needs to be tackled to prevent the killing of Christians. Meanwhile, the major threat across Nigeria is the Fulanis. This person is saying that ISIS is not even the Christian people's problem, that it is the Fulanis, Fulani terrorists. And this person is saying that it's a welcome development since there were talks between the US government and the Nigerian government. It's a great move to eradicate the age-long terrorism bedeviling our country. And finally, this person here said, POTUS, Department of War, if this is true, educate your men to guide their intelligence jealously and to re-verify whatever intelligence anyone gives them. So this person is saying, don't trust the Nigerian military because they might be saboteurs who are working for these terrorists. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Thank you.
At the United States Africa Command, AFRICOM, which said the delivery was part of ongoing operations between both countries. According to AFRICOM, the delivery supports Nigeria's ongoing operations and emphasizes our shared security partnership. The post, which also tagged the U.S. mission in Nigeria, underscores continued military collaboration between Nigeria and the US amid Nigeria's protracted security challenges. In November 2025, the presidency had appealed to the US to deploy its military to help Nigeria fight terrorism in some states of the Federation. Spokesperson to the president, Bayo Ononuga, had made the appeal while commenting on the decision of the US to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern. So Ononuga was basically saying, don't just say, we're not doing well, Nigeria is a country of particular concern. What can you do to help us? Nigeria had rejected the US designation as a country of particular concern then, while the Nigerian government dismissed the remarks and refuted the remarks by the US President Donald Trump, saying there were widespread killings of Christians in Nigeria. In response to claims of genocide against Christians in Nigeria, Trump designated the country a country of particular concern. Now, the US is working with this alleged country of particular concern to remove the particular concern from Nigeria. So the question is, to you as a Nigerian, are you happy hearing about this? Not everyone is happy about or was happy about the US military strike that occurred in Nigeria. They say there should rather be a collaboration and not that the US to be trying to, of course, maybe they're trying to help us, but they should not be, they should not do it in a way as if, that country, that Nigeria country of particular concern. Trump literally called Nigeria a disgraced country. A disgraced country. So while we're getting reports that these terrorists, they in fact, the English just they scatter from my head. They received a delivery of 35 drones. From where? What would it take the Nigerian military, Nigerian intelligence community, to track the people that delivered these drones and that deliver military grade weapons to these terrorists and train them on how to use it? The other day there was a report that one particular terrorist kingpin was selling military equipment on TikTok. How? So once you know the source of your problem, it becomes a little bit easier to solve it. Now we know that the problem of insecurity in Nigeria did not start today, and we may not end it in one day, but we need to see these proactive measures to show that yes, something is being done. When a government of a state is deciding to release 70 bandits, what message are you passing to the people of the state? You're trying to tell them that, your sufferings mean nothing to us. It means nothing to me. We are just trying to bring peace to the state. Is that the best way of bringing peace to the state? The people who have been affected, the people who saw their family members being massacred, being murdered for no good reason, because these people, they've not even come out to say, this is the problem. When Boko Haram started, they said, Western education is an aberration. But the Western education, that is an aberration. The military weapons you are using to perpetrate your evils, to terrify and terrorize communities, is a product of this Western education. So how ironic is that? When certain parts of the country want to secede, or when certain people, do some kind of evil things, sometimes they'll come out and tell you the reason. This is why we are doing this. When the Niger Delta militants were going on their rampage, then they would say, oh, we're doing this. We want to protect our Niger Delta infrastructure. We want to protect, what is coming out of our land. We are not really getting anything out of it. And that's the reason why we are doing this militancy, so that we can draw the attention of the government. There was a reason. So these people now that are terrorizing Nigerians, they're carrying guns and killing people. What is their reason? What is their reason? And whether we like it or not, it has generated a certain kind of bad feeling towards northerners in this country. I have practically seen right here in Lagos where people are being very biased towards people from the north, because they feel like, oh, this insurgency is coming from the north. Once they see a northerner who is just going about his business, they look at him and call him, you Boko Haram. And it's sad and it's wrong. Now we are stereotyping each other because of the actions of I can't even call them a few anymore, because we don't even know their numbers. But then they keep going on the rampage and they keep killing Nigerians. So we need to look at this. We need to talk about this, and we hope that this critical military supply, this critical military equipment that the US has delivered or has supplied to Nigeria will be used to reduce this insurgent. And honestly, for many Nigerians, they believe that you catch a bandit, now you want to release him. It's not even the release. Sometimes you want to reintegrate him into the society, or they will not join the Nigerian military. You want them to go and fighting their brothers in the bush where they still have the same ideology. I think that's how easy it is to wipe off the ideology. What even is repentant terrorists? What is repentant bandits? And you repent, no problem. You can be repenting in prison now. Must we come outside so that you have repented? So should we go to our prisons now and say, oh, you were a hardened armed robber. You were convicted of armed robbery. Have you repented? The armed robber say, yes, I've repented. And tell him, oh yeah, go back. Enter back into the society. Now, reintegrate them into society without any kind of measures to ensure that they do not go back to that life of criminality. And then many of them go. So what message are you passing to the victims of terrorism when you release the perpetrators of these terrorist acts? So maybe the federal government really needs to talk to states, some of these northern states and northern governments who do stuff like this, and the communities who enter into peace pacts with these bandits. But sometimes you can't even really blame them, because that is what they know to do to protect their people. But one thing is, you cannot negotiate with a man who is holding a gun to your head. After the negotiation, he says, okay, I won't, he says your money or your life, you give him your money. He holds the money. He still has the gun in his hand. He can still choose to take your life alongside the money. What will you do? What can you do? But not to the extent where a whole state government, and then the people turn around and accuse their government of being complicit in the insurgency that is going on. And then we in the media will try to say, oh, you don't have any proof, don't talk like that. But we understand why the people say that. We really do. Because you're not doing enough to show them that, oh, this is not supposed to be like this. It's not supposed to be. When you are seeing the person that's supposed to be protecting you laughing with or having a wonderful time with the person that is terrorizing you, how would you feel? How would you feel? So with the release or the delivery of this critical military supply, this critical military equipment in Nigeria, we're hoping that this security partnership with the United States, it will continue as a partnership, not the one that the United States will just stay small without telling Nigerian authorities they will just throw one missile. Bah! It's not supposed to be like that. There is supposed to be a collaboration. The Nigerian government, the Nigerian security agencies are supposed to know that this is what the US is planning. They give their own affirmation, sanction it, and say, okay, you know what? You can send us missiles. Let's see what happens. Let's make sure that we push these people back. Because right now it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse. And once criminality continues to fester, you won't even know who is a criminal and who is not anymore. There's a report right now that an 18-year-old person kidnapped himself. in order to collect money from the family members. How much the family members get? And you know the reason why that could happen? It can happen because they're seeing that, oh, there is that fear within, there's that fear within Nigeria now that we know that, oh, there is there's terrorism in the country, there is kidnapping in the country. So once you hear that somebody has been kidnapped, of course, with that fear, you'll be like, oh, whatever it is they're asking for, I want to give it to them. You know, this person now don't kidnap himself. And then it now waters down the seriousness of the problem. So if kidnapping was something that was so unheard of, like they kidnap person for here, you know, once you hear that somebody has been kidnapped, your first fear is, oh my God, who could it be? Is it the ones that want money? Is it the ones that want ransom? Is it terrorists? Is it bandits? What is going on? Look at what's going on in Edo State. It's sad. It's appalling. So the reason why we are not even seeing more people where say you just kidnap yourself, just hide somewhere and give your friend the phone, say, okay, my friend, come up, papa, tell her, say they don't kidnap me. Tell her make you drop 2 million. It's because they know that there is that fear in the country due to rampant cases of kidnapping. So this needs to stop. This really, really needs to stop. So, and many Nigerians are saying that the federal government should also collaborate with other countries as well. It could be our Sahelian neighbors, so that as we are hitting them from up, we're hitting them from the air, we're hitting them from the land as well. All those regions that I think it's the Kainji National Park, we cannot even go to our tourist attractions when they attract any tourists again. Our tourist attraction, no, they attract any tourist again. Make you not go around Kainji National Park, and they no carry you go. You cannot even say you want to go and explore the Lake Chad and not it no go funny, because now it has become a tourist route. These are all the things that are supposed to be making money for the country. You know how many people will come to Nigeria for 30 December? They don't, as they come out, so they dust their slippers, they know they come again. They come again. So we really need to look at this and ensure that we beef up security in the country. No be just say for mouth. No be just for mouth. In Ekpoma in Edo State, students gathered to protect against kidnapping. I saw a video whereby a young man drove into his house and some terrorist elements jumped out of the bush. They jumped out of the bush and then they kidnapped him. They took him into the bush. Up till now, we don't know what happened to him. And due to that and some other issues of kidnapping around student areas, students hit the streets in Edo State to protest. After the protest, security agents went to their hostels, raided the hostels, and arrested 52 students. They were immediately arraigned and remanded in a correctional center. And the question is why? Why are you putting students together with hardened criminals in the same cell? Because students are protesting against insecurity. Because students are protesting against, they say, don't kidnap us, we are here to learn. You now went to their hostel, you now packed the students and took them to court. Put them inside vans like hardened criminals. The kind of treatment that we have not seen for terrorists. It's an appalling situation, and it doesn't make us look serious in the international community. It destroys our tourism potential. You see the problem. Do you see what just happened? Because of the terrorism that we're experiencing in the country, even tourism now they had me to talk, because tourism, terrorism, you see they're near each other. So our tourism potential, it don't destroy our tourism potential. If you say tourism, I'm not going to know when terrorism fall out of your mouth. So we need to solve this issue. But the former chief of army staff, Tukur Buratai, is saying that the more we deploy armed forces, the more we deploy the military for internal security in Nigeria, the more we are weakening the capacity of the Nigerian police and other civilian security agencies like, the NSCDC and others. In Lagos, we even have the Lagos Neighborhood Security Corps. Those people, they ride bicycle. You don't tell what I see them. Now that I think about it, don't they want to see them? Those people where they wear blue and yellow, where they ride bicycle. LNSC, Lagos Neighborhood Security Corps. They ride bicycle like this. They wear blue and yellow. Where you see them last? Because me don't say where I see them. Anyway, the conversation right now is that the former chief of army staff Tukur Buratai is saying that the more we deploy military for internal security, that now the military is doing the work of the police and is making the police weak. So you as a Nigerian, is that something you believe? Now, he retired as a lieutenant general, and he stated this at the National Defense College in Abuja, where he delivered a keynote address at the 2026 Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day lecture. He says, the more we have military presence widespread across the 36 states of Nigeria and the FCT, then we are reducing the growth. We are destroying the growth, destroying the effectiveness of the Nigerian police and other internal intelligence institutions that should lead internal security operations. And that's why you have some political analysts saying, oh, our police should be able to fight insurgency. Our police should be able to fight terrorism in the country because it is now an internal problem. While the military should be deployed to man our borders, if you have war with another country, it's the military that's supposed to fight that. Of course, we're not expecting that Nigeria will enter into a war with any country anytime soon. Nobody likes war. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants it to happen, right? But he is saying, as a security expert, as someone who was a part of the military, as someone who knows what goes on in there, the military is not supposed to be involved in internal security. But due to the extent of insurgency and terrorism and other insecurity issues across the country, that is the reason why we see our military being more involved in internal security than external security, leaving our borders porous, leaving our external security to the hands of elements of insecurity. So as a Nigerian, is this something you agree with? Would you like to see the Nigerian police more involved in internal security so that the military can focus on external security? It's 9 minutes past 2 p.m. By 10 minutes past 2, the phone lines will be open. I want to hear from you. I know you've been hearing from me. It's time for me to hear from you. It's very important to hear from you. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. I'm not just here to talk. I'm here to also listen to you as well, because it's very important that you speak. Let us hear your voices, Voice of the People. If we don't hear your voice, wait till we begin. Now, Michelle will let you know the numbers you can call to be a part of the conversation. But before then, we're streaming live on YouTube. It's VOP 903 FM, VOP 903 FM on YouTube. Join the conversation. Leave a comment. I want to hear from you.
For direct call 0803 692 9933 0803 692 9933. To send us a message on WhatsApp 0817 175 6338 0817 175 6338.
All right, then you can give us a direct call or send a message on WhatsApp. I can't see your messages coming in. Keep them coming. 0803 692 9933. On WhatsApp, it's 0817 175 6338. Hello, welcome to Matters. What's your name and location, please? Hello? All right, please turn down the volume on your radio set before you call. Turn off your radio, turn off the volume. Turn down the volume or walk away from the radio set before you call so that we do not have that frequency interference. All right? Welcome to Matters. Your first caller for today. What's your name and location, please? Hello, are you there? Hello? Hello there. Welcome to Matters. Turn off your radio set, please. Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon.
How are you doing? Welcome to Matters.
Yes, I'm a part of radio station. My name is Nelson.
Nelson, where are you calling from?
From Festa.
All right, Nelson, please go ahead.
One thing is that our government they are not serious about insecurity in Nigeria. You can't hold somebody that is killing people with a gun, and they are tampering them. So hold somebody that they are not killing people with a gun. Somebody that is freely doing maybe protest or doing other things. So hold that person and prosecute that person. Is that right in this country? The country we call what they say they call is a country of they call themselves. You have to treat their citizens you're not doing the right thing. I just want to keep in this. That's not. We are seeing everything that is happening. We see on the social media. We see people saying it. We are people sending these pictures to us, videos. We see everything. We think we are not seeing everything. We are seeing them. But God will tell everyone, free to what you do in this country. That was my take.
Thank you for your call, Nelson. 0803 692 9933. 0803 692 9933. That's the number you can call to be a part of this conversation. You can send a message on WhatsApp to 0817 175 6338. 0817 175 6338 on WhatsApp. Send a message on WhatsApp or give us a call on WhatsApp. I definitely want to hear from you. Welcome to Matters. How are you doing?
Chairman, good afternoon. This is Nnamdi. I'm calling from Seoul.
Welcome to the conversation. Thank you for calling.
We will continue to digest, argue, analyze, to know and because Nigeria is not a nation. It's just a geographical expression. If we there, we will not agree. Okay, in Yoga now, terrorism is there. What they're trying to do is men and the single people will not be talking outside. They will not clamp the same Okada. What is the difference between those officials now and the Boko Haram? That is, education is haram, and they are using sophisticated distance. And the jihadists are coming down south, and we are just playing the ostrich as don't know what these people are up to. And I have said it for the umpteenth time. I hope this my advocacy will record that one day it will be played. Because what we should do is a referendum. Those who want one Nigeria, okay, how do we want it? It will be entrenched in the constitution and be followed to the letter. But those, because of your own argument for no function, you can know you cannot live together. They interpret you as ways. The issue of trying to force ourselves, look at what is happening in Nepoma now. Somebody is fighting that they're killing them. Instead, the government will go and pick them. The governor who does not know his left from the right is just bothered about trying to pick millions from the Marines to give Miloko in 2027. It's governments everywhere. So what we are just doing, Nigeria is a threat country. The earlier the better. You people on the radio are talking to millions of people should come out to this referendum. Not today, tomorrow we should know how we do together all kind of separate ways, because the thing is coming out here.
Wouldn't we need to solve the issue of insecurity first before we begin to look at that? And also, it's not as if people are not allowed to feel the way they want to feel about the country. But are we not better together? Are we not stronger together?
Better this way that you cannot travel, that knows electricity upon the 3 months they are writing away, or we are still not everywhere. Is that the better together we are talking about? Take a deep breath and think about it and say, if there's any way this Nigeria will work. What are these things to show that Nigeria will work? Are we not deceiving ourselves? When the better we do, decide or referendum, people will get their secret or orientation, the constitution, follow it to the letter. This is how it will be.
Thank you for your call. I appreciate you. 0803 692 9933. 0803 692 9933. Hello, welcome to Matters.
Hello.
How are you doing? Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Matters.
Good afternoon, Chioma.
How are you doing?
My name is Chukuma from Lhasa.
Welcome to the conversation.
Do you know why I like this program? You call it Matter. So the matter of this country is very simple. There is nobody that is thinking about this country, Nigeria. And to say Nigeria is one, when there are marginalizations, when the court cannot judge case, and everybody will be settled for it. So what will make this country move forward? Is it not the truth? Then if you say the truth, they will get you. Why would another country like America say this is a CPC, that is country of particular concern? And in any way you think about what's happening in Nigeria, it gives you concern. Just look at the judiciary, look at the legislatures, look at the executive, the president. Where is our president today? You see, when they do something, they say nothing will happen. I was in Abuja, somebody was telling me nothing will happen if this thing happen. I said, why don't we have constitution? Even if you go to Abuja, you see that there are some laws that people obey, some people will not obey. Simple, just simple as that. It's a country of particular concern. Eh? We're not looking at it. Look at the president who just do a budget. He will not even tell us what he has done with the other budget he did last year. They just pronounce money, and the Senate will pass it. Look at our judiciary. Somebody asking, show me the law you are using to judge me. You say now I condemn you to life and put you in the prison. Go and put him in Sokoto. Please let them release nnamdi.
Thank you. For
if there's any other thing, see, there's no way. Anywhere you think about this country, you have a concern. Are they actually listening to what you are saying? Where is our president? Who is actually ruling this country? The same thing happened to Buhari time. Malami was doing whatever he likes, and now they caught him today. Listen, let them divide this country. Let Biafra go. Let us go.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call, Chukuma. Let's hear from others. All right, 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. I hope you understand that one of the strengths of this country is in its population and its numbers, right? And that's the reason why it will be very difficult for any foreign power to come and dominate this country. Let's bear that in mind. Welcome to Matters. How are you doing?
Hello, good afternoon, Shoma.
How are you doing? Good afternoon.
Yeah, I am Yusuf. I'm calling from Terrör of Lagos State.
It's great to hear from you, Yusuf.
Not Yusuf.
Oh, UC. Thank you for calling.
Yes, yeah, Shoma. I think the issue of banditry and insecurity in Nigeria is boiled down to failure of leadership. In the retrospect of leadership, I'm talking about above, down to the local communities, to councillors, local governments, and to our religious houses, where we go to practice and give services to religion. Now, what am I trying to say? If you check all the issues of terrorism and miscreancy we have in the country, they all boil down to ethnicity and religion. If you take a good look now, when these guys carry adoption, they demand money to rearm themselves by arms to take up terrorism acts. Now, but the actual truth is this: what they are doing is to perpetrate and express this radicalism in every retrospect. Do you know our political ends, they've been profiting from this religious issue and ethnic issue in the country? But you watch, each time there is election, what determines how we vote and how we do not vote is boiled down to religion issue and ethnicity. If you check the areas, the Gulf of the world, I'm talking about Saudi Arabia, where the Arab ends, Qatar, Iran, all of these developed issue countries don't have these issues of extremism concerned. They don't have it. They're not popular there. But if the countries all over the world have issues of economic challenge, that is why you see all of these things thriving. So until leadership is settled in this country, perception over religion and ethnicity will not turn out for good. I tell you the honest truth. If we don't see the issue of leadership in Nigeria, we don't have competent men with character, the orientation will not change. Choma, as I speak right now, there's a place called Kazan in Russia. If you go to Kazan, right, you will see church side by side walls. They don't fight, they don't kill themselves or anything like that. If you go to places like Turkestan, places like Dagestan, you will see all this. They have Christians, Muslims, everybody's living in peace. Nobody hits anybody. Whether we like it or not, this issue of religion and ethnicity, it has made political elite in the world be very, very popular. They thrive on it. They become so popular in this issue so much. That is why they don't think about the repercussion in the future. We do all of these things. They don't believe that in the future it will come to them, killing and ravaging communities. So they leverage on it. That is why I think that's a challenge now. So why are you going to somebody else's community and vandalize the community and seize communities and rename them to your own title? It's not that way. If the minds are active, if the thought is rich, if they are well engaged and busy, nobody has to be thinking about all the rubbish. You won't come and take and carry a knife or what on gun to be killing people and adopt people to earn money to rearm myself and cause nuisance all over the society and the country.
Thank you, UC, for your call. Thank you.
Okay,
Let's hear from others, all right?
there.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate you. I appreciate your perspective on the conversation. 08036929933. Hello. Turn off your radio set. Hello.
Hello.
Off your radio now, John Legend. You be in house now.
This is John Legend.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
See, one thing I want to let you know in this is that we are playing. We are using ourselves. I don't know whether that we are fooling ourselves. We are not fooling the Oyibo people or ourselves here. You know what I'm telling you? That we are fooling ourselves. Number one, I have a brother. Last time that boy got missing. The police went mushy here. They find that boy. When they make a call, it didn't take them 48 hours to locate that boy at Ojota side. Inside the place where that boy was hiding, police track that number. They track it. That boy has been missing for almost 5 months now. They tracked the boy and got the boy from Mushi to Ojota side. When we talk like this, when we talk and shout, people talk as if you say we should mind the way we talk. When I see something that is not right, when I say it gets me pissed off, because how manage a boy in Mushi got missing in Mushi, and he have been working in Ojota for almost 4 months now. Immediately that guy make a call. We use police. We take that boy number to police. Police track that thing within 48 hours. That boy was apprehended. What are you telling me that these police and army here are not aware of this thing that is happening? That is why when that man said that divide this country, let's stop fooling ourselves. It's okay. Let me ask you something. If you are married now, you are in a marriage. I'm not planning for evil for you. You look at that marriage is not working. Will you die in that marriage? You have to live and face for your future. You cannot force somebody to marry somebody. Marriage is not by force. Why are they forcing Nigeria for us to be together? Why human being blood are at stake? We are not speaking the whole dialect. We are not speaking the same thing. We don't have the same. We don't even have the same brain. Everything we have here is different. A Muslim cannot work with. Okay, go to North. If you have been in North, this is where I can see that Muslims is the lowest places where I can see Muslims and Christians can even stay in one place. When you go to North, if I have been in Kanu, I live in Kanu. It's because of this message that brought me back to East. When you go to Kanu, you cannot have a good relationship with a really Muslim in Kanu State. You cannot, as long as you are a Christian. So why are we fooling ourselves? If this Nigeria cannot work for us,
what happens?
Why are we using our children, our wife, playing pranks or playing what? Killing people because of saying you want to be in a marriage that will not work. Divide this country.
Thank
Even if the country will not work for each of us, let's know that we are the one killing ourselves. I will not be in my village. Another person that don't know the land back of my village will enter my village and kill me and tell me and after at the end of the day, the government will carry police and army arrest innocent people of the citizen. That is arrant nonsense.
Thank you for your call, John Legend. Thank you for your call. As you said, arrant nonsense, you just ended the call. Thank you for your call. Let's be calm, all right? We're not having these conversations in order to stoke the polity, to make you angry, to remind you of what's going wrong in the country. No, we want to get your own opinions. How do you feel about this? Which is the reason why I always tell you, look, it's not just to come here and speak, right? You have a social media account. Use it to also hold your government accountable. Put out your thoughts there. Just ensure that you're being polite about it, because there is the Cybersecurity Act, so that you will not be accused of cyberbullying. But still, we need to talk about what's going on in this country before we talk about divide, referendum, let's do this, regionalization and that. For the moment where we are together like this as a country, as a Nigerian, that if you go out here, we know say we'll be Igbo, we'll be Yoruba, we'll be Muslim, we'll be this, we'll be that. The people who are outside here, they don't know that. What they know is that you are a Nigerian, and the identity of the country is what they will know you with. All right, so that is the reason why we need to ensure we make the country better. 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. That's the number you can call to be part of this conversation. Hello there, what's your name and location, please? Welcome to Matters.
Hello, my name is Mekudi Olatunde from Abdasule.
Welcome to the conversation.
First of foremost, I want to educate our people that we should mind what we say in the national radio. Most especially, NBC have their own rules and regulations. So not the same divide this country. They might target at something else. You understand me? So let us have that in our mind. That is one. Number two, you see, there's one thing most of our people don't understand. I'm a Muslim as I'm secretary chairman. We have a Christian community brought us up. We live with Calabar. When we were born, I'm close to 50 years now, but I was born in Lagos, yeah? You understand me? So, but politicians came with this divide and rules concerning religions and ethnicity. What is the meaning of na Yoruba Lekon, na Igbo, na Hausa gorillas? Do you understand? It was not in Nigeria before, that is one. Number two, all these Muslim Christian tickets. All of them are not real Muslim, real Christian. Did they go to church? Did they fear God? No, Chama, just tell me. I know the way you are talking. Okay, look at that day when I called for one of our landladies. He sent that money to us. Do you understand? So,
that was you.
Yes. So, even given to politicians. Yes, now.
Great.
Do you see politicians? When you give an ordinary ward chairman something, I'm talking of APC and PDP, ABC, all of them. Now that time they will remember their girlfriend though. Those mama will run up and down, give them just small cup of rice. They will not remember them that time. So all these people, they are not true Christian, true Muslim, true idol worshippers. They only fighting for their own pockets. What we need to do is let us come. You always told them, most of them, they have TVC as I'm talking to you. If you vote in a max, 50 million people, 50 million Nigerians voted now. How could these people rig this election? It's not possible. What are we saying? But they will not come out. You see them playing football, shouting on the social media. They are not voting on social media now. So politics started from the grassroots. They meet people around, talk to them one-on-one, go to their garden. Now, it is high time now that anytime you want to host anything, there's other party or want to do anything, we tell them, your gate fee is your PVC. You don't have a PVC, you get away, you know enter. Now, what you going to do now?
Okay, before you go enter party chop rice, make sure your PVC.
If you know better, they go, okay, look at this state now. This is my own state, I'm going to say now. Most of the youth are almost 90% of them, they don't have PVC.
What are you talking to them about it?
I talk to them. I don't want to vote. I don't mind Nigeria. This kind of election. So I go there now. I say, why are our people thinking like this? Let us come down and think. At least have this PVC first. Have it and okay. Let us have at least okay. After that, so we proceed. We tell you the next thing to do. This is what you be telling our people, please. Tell them, anybody that want to do anything, if you don't have your PVC, don't come there. At least that thing will motivate them. If you want to call us, okay, go and have your PVC. I don't understand what I'm saying.
Thank you.
I'm so emotional. I'm not happy at all. I'm not happy.
Thank you,
thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
and thank you for what you did for your landlady the other day. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. 0803-692-9933, 0803-692-9933. Michelle, he's actually talking about the giveaway that we did the other day. Okay. I don't know if you recall him calling, and he said he was calling for his landlady.
Yes,
and, he was trying to get her account number, and she didn't really know it offhand. I told him.
So guys, many Nigerians have really welcomed this latest development by the United States to send aid troops to Nigeria. I mean, we've had enough of these terrorists ravaging the country. It is really high time. The US also knows that if Nigeria falls for terrorism, it's going to affect many other African countries. I mean, everywhere will be affected. It's not just going to be Nigeria alone. And that is why the US is putting in this effort to eradicate terrorism. Now, the question is, if saboteurs in government are going to allow the US to do its job perfectly. Because one of the challenges we've actually had in partnering with other countries or bringing in foreign mercenaries is, you know, having this problem of having like sympathizers of these terrorists in government. That has been the biggest blow Nigeria has ever faced. You know, when you have people who are sympathizing with these terrorists, the fight becomes so difficult because you don't even know who you are fighting. Is it the real terrorists or the ones giving them information? Recently, we've seen the Nigerian military, you know, facing a very tough setback when it comes to fighting insecurity because their locations are being shared, their movements are being monitored by these terrorists. Ask me who is giving them the information. That is what Nigerians are seeking answers to, you know. So these terrorists will always know the whereabouts of the Nigerian military. They will plan all these IED explosives on their parts and all that, and they have always fallen victim of that. So when you look at it, you know that there is real you know, a kind of sympathizers of these terrorists in the government, and that is what is going to really, you know, hamper the fight against terrorism in Nigeria. Because as it stands now, we really need to team up. And unity is always the best thing, you know. Nigerian military men, the other security agencies, they need to come together. They need to really look inward to see who are the saboteurs of, you know, Nigerian military and get I think that is just where we are at this point, because we can't just continue to be sacrificing and playing at will. And every day the Nigerian military is coming out to say they need more military men, they need more. You are sacrificing them to this terror guys. So it makes no sense. And then at this moment, the Nigerian military should just know that they have to, you know, take rid of these terrorists. They really have to ensure that the space is very suitable in fighting insecurity. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.